All right, what's up, family? We are looking today at how to extract HTML codes from the text hyperlinks, and we're going to do this using Visual Basic. You want to open the spreadsheet that you have or the document that you have the text hyperlinks in. We're going to go to Visual Basic by hitting Alt F11 on your keyboard. When that pops up, you are going to go to Insert, Module, and then we're going to put in the code to help us to return the actual URL link for the hyperlink. So we're going to type in function, then put a space, URL, open parentheses, hyperlink, space as, space range. And if you see it pop up, you can hit the space bar and it'll automatically fill it, but you have to backspace to cover up that space. Go down to the next line, it automatically puts the end function line in for you. You're going to tab in one. You're going to tab in one. And then what you want it to return is the URL for that. So URL space equals space hyperlink dot hyperlinks, and there it popped up for us, and you just want it to return one and then dot address. That's what you want it to return, is that address. So there you go. I'm just taking out the extra spaces, and you can minimize this or close it, whichever one you prefer. I'm going to close it just to be sure. Then we can go into the column. As you see, all of these are the text links. Go into the column that you want the actual URL to show up. Put in equals URL, and this is the code that we just created. You're going to click on that, do open parentheses, click on whatever the cell is that you want the code translated from, do a close parentheses, hit enter, and you'll see the actual URL pops up. Now, if you want to do the rest of those, you could just hit the shift and the down arrow key on your keyboard, and then to highlight all of the cells you want to be filled with the URL versus the text hyperlink. Then you're going to do Control D to copy that formula all the way down, and as you can see, they all show up there. So now you have the actual URL codes to use when you post to different places, which may make it easier for your guests to be able to click the hyperlinks. One more added tip here: when you go to save, because the standard format is not macro enabled, you're going to get a warning that pops up that says that it can't save because it's a macro enabled form now that you updated that. So what you're going to do, because you don't want to click yes to save it as a macro free, because then it won't be available when you need to use that code again. You'll have to recreate it all again, and who wants to do that, right? So we're going to click no. We're going to do instead, we're going to save it as that, whatever it is here. Then we're going to go to the workbook and do macro, select macro enabled as the type. Then we're going to click save. And from there you should be able to go. When you go back in, if you need to do that again, you can. Normally when you see the text, this is good if you're sending letters or something, because people can see exactly what it is versus just a big long link or having to put the words in the link. Typically there's different reasons that happens. One is if you want to do a letter and you want to do it that way. Another is that Microsoft Edge somehow, some way, for some reason, automatically defaults to that. And a simple way to take care of that with foresight is to just disable the function where it defaults to that instead.